Hello, you're watching Vnews Bulletin. I'm Bong Frona, and now the headlines as usual. Party chief meets with U.S. ambassador. The president pays working visit to first military region. The Sao Summer Festival 2022 kicked off. Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng received U.S. Ambassador to Vietnam Mark Evans Knapper in Hanoi on April 25th. At the reception, Ambassador Knapper affirmed that the United States supports a strong, independent and prosperous Vietnam, and that Washington will promote the relations between the two countries on the basis of respecting each other's political regime. The diplomat pledged to make every effort to further develop the U.S.-Vietnam relations in the coming time. Welcoming Ambassador Knapper, Party General Secretary Trọng applauded the positive development of the two countries' relations in recent years. Vietnam is implementing a foreign policy of independence, self-reliance, for peace, cooperation and development, the party leader said, adding that Vietnam will continue to promote cooperative and friendly relationship with the U.S. on the basis of mutual respect and for the interests of the two countries, as well as for peace, friendship and cooperation in the region and the world. President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc on April 25th visited Military Region 1. The state leader's visit took place on the occasion of the 47th anniversary of the National Reunification Day, April 30th, and the 68th anniversary of the Dien Bien Phu victory, May 7th. Born from the revolutionary struggle movement of the people, the first military zone has grown strongly, becoming the core force and forerunner of the Vietnam People's Army. For the past 77 years, the military region has always tried its best, constantly maintaining and promoting its revolutionary nature and contributing to the protection of the fatherland. President Phuc spoke highly of and praised the achievements of the first military zone and praised the achievements the first military zone has gained, as well as the great contribution of ethnic people in the northern region to the cause of building and protecting the fatherland of the past time. The military region must thoroughly grasp the party's views and guidelines on military and defense and excellently perform the task of defending the fatherland in the new situation, not to be surprised in any situation, the state leader stressed. The Commission for Information and Education under the Communist Party Vietnam Central Committee and the Commission for Propaganda and Training under the Lao People's Revolutionary Party Central Committee on April 25th agreed to enhance cooperation in 2022 to 2026. Nguyễn Trọng Nghĩa, Secretary of the Communist Party Vietnam Central Committee and head of the Vietnamese Commission, and Kham Phan Phê Ya Vong, Secretary of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party Central Committee and head of the Lao Commission, signed the cooperation agreement following their talks in Vientiane. Accordingly, the two sides will step up collaboration in the communication work to raise public awareness of the great friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between the parties, states, and peoples of the two countries, as well as achievements they have recorded across spheres. During their talks earlier, the two officials briefed each other on the situation of their respective parties and countries and consented to intensify the communication work to celebrate important anniversaries between two countries. The Vietnam Railways Corporation said more than trains are set to run on Hanoi, Hải Phòng, and Ho Chi Minh City Nha Trang routes to serve increased travel demand during the upcoming holidays.
This year, the National Reunification Day and the May Day fall on Saturday and Sunday, so people will have 2 more days off on the next Monday and Tuesday. Many travel firms said tours for domestic destinations have increased strongly. In the north, 4 more trains will be added to Hanoi-Hải Phòng route between April the 22nd and May the 4th. In the south, the Ho Chi Minh City-Nha Trang route will also see an increase in the number of trains. The Saigon Railway Transport Yard Stock Company said that the passengers' demand for traveling during the holidays this year has soared. Although the company has organized more trains on the Ho Chi Minh City Nha Trang and Ho Chi Minh City Phan Thiết routes, but so far most of them are full, especially those running on peak days and hours.
Shrimp exports are projected to increase by 20% on year in April, the Vietnam Association of Seafood Exporters and Producers has said.
The prediction is based on strong growth recorded in March, which brought the total export value of the product in the first quarter $900 million, a year rise of 37%. Also, the current period is a time for European and US markets to prepare food supply for consumers during the summer holidays as well as stockpiles for the fall. Vietnamese farmers will continue to benefit from market recovery and the world's demand. Vietnam's shrimp farming area is currently over 740,000 hectares, with output topping 900,000 tons per year. Although the area only increased by about 1.5% annually, the yield grew sharply by 10% a year.
7 Vietnamese universities meet international accreditation standards, according to the Ministry of Education and Training.
They include Ho Chi Minh City University of Technology, under Vietnam National University Ho Chi Minh City, University of Science and Technology under Da Nang University, and Hanoi University of Science and Technology, among others. The Hanoi University of Science and Technology was ranked in the group of 301, 350 in engineering, electrical and electronic, engineering, mechanical, and engineering civil and structural of 100 sports from the previous ranking. Its computer science and information systems climbed 150 places to rank in the group of 401, 450. Overall, Hanoi University of Science and Technology ranked number 1 in Vietnam and 360th worldwide in engineering and technology. Vietnamese universities have earned greater reputation worldwide as more of their programs have received recognition and high rankings from UK Crackle Siemens this year.
Members of the Vietnam Automobile Manufacturers Association sold nearly 37,000 vehicles in March, up 60% on the month, according to a recent report.
This was the first month of this year where members of the association enjoyed such a strong growth in car sales. In January and February, their sales decreased by 34% and 26% respectively. In March, passenger car sales surged 62% on month to nearly 28,500, while some 7,800 commercial vehicles found customers, up 63%, and 677 special used cars were sold, according to the report. During the first 3 months, sales of domestically assembled cars and imported CBU cars increased by 34% and 17% year-on-year respectively. Experts said that along with the control of the COVID-19 pandemic in Vietnam and the reduction in the registration fees, the domestic auto market would continue its strong growth. The country's auto sales are expected to reach 500,000 units this year.
The Sapa Summer Festival 2022 has been kicked off by the People's Committee of Sapa Township in the northern mountainous province of Lao Cai.
The event started with Fancy Pang Rose Festival with the theme Fancy Pang Rose Land in the Cloud. Held for the first time in the country's largest rose valley, on an area of 50,000 square meters, the Rose Festival gathers 10,000 climbing roses, 1.5 hectares of ancient Sapa roses, and nearly 100 varieties from many countries. Many activities will take place on the occasion of the National Unification Day, April the 13th, and May Day, including Sapa Love Market, brocade and gift fairs, and street art performances. The festival, which takes place from now until the end of July, aims to introduce special tourism programs, unique cultural and sports events associated with the strength of natural resources and cultural identity of Sapa. It also offers a chance for visitors to experience the climate of 4 seasons in one day in Sapa town.
The Pham Lyrical Wine Market Festival is returning after being suspended for 2 years due to COVID-19 concerns.
To be held from April 25th to 27 in Khâu Vai Commune, Mèo Vạc District in Hà Giang Province, the festival seeks to promote tourism along with the traditional cultural values of ethnic groups in the province, thus helping local post-pandemic recovery efforts. The 3-day festival will feature a beauty pageant, an incense offering ceremony at the and Ba temples, and a ceremony praying for peace. The traditional country dance of local ethnic groups will be highlighted during the festival through panpipe performances from Hmong people, folklore songs from Nung and Zai groups, and folk dances from the Lolo and Zai ethnic communities. The festival is hoped to offer an interesting experience to visitors to the Dong Van Karst Plateau, Vietnam's first UNESCO Global Geopark.
A hot air balloon festival was held for the first time in the Central Highlands province of Kon Tum on April 23rd and 24th to celebrate the 47th anniversary of the liberation of the South and national reunification on April 30th.
25 colorful hot air balloons took to the skies, including 3 large balloons serving visitors.
I feel excited and proud to witness such a new event in Kon Tum. With this vibrant atmosphere, I hope similar activities will be held in the future, so that more people will get to know about our province.
I'm 55 years old now. It is the first time I have ever experienced such a wonderful feeling.
Through the festival, Kon Tum hopes to introduce its cultural features to domestic and foreign friends, boost tourism cooperations and development, and attract more visitors in the long term.
We hope that more people from inside and outside of the province will learn more about our Ngọc Linh Ghiêng Sen.
The hot air balloon festival attracted thousands of visitors, creating a joyful atmosphere in the locality. On April 23rd, Kon Tum also had a tourism forum with the theme Potential and Prospects for 2022.
In the heart of the Ba Chiang ancient pottery village in Gia Lam District, Hanoi, the Ba Chiang Pottery Museum is not only a place to preserve the village's cultural values, but also a destination for visitors far-and-wide.
On an area of 3,700 square meters in Ba Chiang village, the museum is part of the quintet of the Vietnamese Craft Village project, which aims to develop craft villages around the country. The museum consists of 7 funnel-shaped buildings intertwined together, with outerwards carved into multi-layer patterns that form a unique work. There are 3 exhibition floors of the museum, which have visitors gain an understanding of the craft village story history.
Here you can see depictions of the process of pottery making, from preparing soil to glazing jars, painting the enamel, and then unloading the kiln. Materials and the kiln with open door are also on display, like bata in the olden days.
While the rooftop is placed for visitors to relax, the basement of the museum allows them to experience molding and painting ceramics from the most rudimentary objects.
I love to bring my children here, where they can be closer to nature and experience pottery making. They can play more comfortably and learn to be more creative. The design here is quite elaborate and delicate, with the main color of brown, making me feel like I'm in a pottery area. I would recommend that my friends come and visit.
The Ba Chiang Pottery Museum will open its second and third floors to welcome the first visitor on April 30 and May 1st.